Plug it in and get ready to rock.
Sit you ass down at the hands of the clock.
With Renegade Pineapple so sublime.
Like, comment, subscribe. It's time! Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes and the Devil's Daughter, which is actually called "And the Devil's Daughter." It's called "The Devil's Daughter." I kind of like "And the Devil's Daughter" because it's about the two of them. I don't know how, but it will be. You know it will be. You know a specific character is going to be the Devil's Daughter. What's down? Oh, that's the morgue. That's where we need to go. Let's just double check I can't go anywhere else. I can go in here.
There's no need to disturb Lestrade for the time being.
We'll disturb him later. A lot. Because we're going to be obnoxious to him. That's our whole thing. Ah, bodies. The smell of death. We've got some stuff in jars. That's cool. Let's examine the body. Are we not going to wait for Watson to get down here? Jeez, they really did a number on him. What happened to his eye? Was that part of it?
It looks like a serious infection.
Oh, he is here. He just snuck in just as we went to look at the body.
The coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage.
That's
There's
the
a powerful
stab
throw.
wound.
A spear pierced right through the body.
Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently Zacharias had been drinking before his death.
Okay. These also look like little scars. He's got like a lot of little scars. Anything up with his nips? Should we look at his nips? Just roll him over. Oh, he's got like lacerations. Those are like whipping yourself looking scars. Just from the angle of how they come in. Yeah, I feel like they're in very specific placement.
This is where the spear entered the body. The murderer aimed for the heart. The weapon must have been thrown by a strong and skilled person.
It's possible that the link between Zacharias and the curse is at the archaeological club. I'll need a search warrant.
Right, I can do some deducing here. Sir Charles was alone. Sir Charles was alone at the club on the morning of the murder. No, we have absolutely nothing to indicate that. He said that. I wonder if deductions also come in the form of conflicting reports. So that it can come down to like, Charles is lying about this. Mayan calendar, cursed, yeah, fucking stupid Mayan fucking calendar bullshit last episode. Facts about the crime. Zacharias Greystoke was killed from the direction of the pedestal where the club statue stood. After the murder, Sir Charles saw the statue running. Well, they must go together. How? How no? How does the person throwing it being stood in a certain position and the accuracy of the throw not go together in some way? They seem like the things that definitely most go together. The person must have been incredibly skilled to have thrown it with such force and accuracy from so far away. Right, well, I don't think those are correct. I think maybe we need more for that first. Okay, so that was about the statue, and what was the other bit? I don't know. Alright, running statue. Sir Charles saw the statue of Tekunu Man running away. False statement. Sir Charles didn't see the statue. Didn't see the running statue. He's either lying or the running figure was somebody else. Well, yeah, that one. It obviously wasn't the actual statue. Well, I mean, we can change them later, but it's obvious it's going to be someone dressed as the statue or wearing something that made them look like they could have been the statue, and he couldn't see them in the dark properly. They were wearing something shiny like a suit of armour. Something in that direction is going to make a lot more fucking sense. Okay. So, what are we doing now? What's your opinion, Doc?
We'll need to get a search warrant to investigate the club.
Ah, so we go and annoy Lestrade to get the search warrant, then go back to the Bowls Club for some more bowls. No, boot the door in. Ah, you've been studying the shapes of noses, have you? What a weird thing to make so big on your blackboard, mate. That's just strange. I'm gonna look at all the other crap in your office before I even talk to you. If I just walked in here, you're just gonna let me look around at shit, yeah? Cool. Alright, hi.
Aren't you supposed to be investigating those cases of yours instead of bothering me?
Good day to you too, Inspector. I have a small favour to ask of you, a search warrant to investigate the murder at the club.
No, no, and no.
What's that on your collar? You got a purple mark on your collar. Right, remember to try and match things up with the blurry words this time after that one went wrong. Bags under eyes, lack of sleep. Right, so that's just a mark off one. Anything about his moustache? Wine, yeah, not blood. That's the word under lack of sleep. Something about this button. This weird button. His tie. Stuff on his desk. Aspirin. Hangover, yeah. That's the one underneath it as well. A gun. Clean his gun. In a good mood! He's always in a good mood when he's cleaning his gun. He's got a hangover. Lack of sleep. He's got wine in his collar, so he's still wearing the shirt from the day before. In a good mood, cleaning his gun. Robin. Woman's handwriting. Letter from the Robin family. Okay. And this woman's handkerchief. Perfumed and expensive. A woman's handkerchief. That's why he's cleaning his gun. Thinking about last night. Cleaning his gun. I like the idea of women giving you a handkerchief as like a little token of affection as well. It's super weird. Like, here, I blow my nose on this. What a weird thing to give someone. Lestrada's exhausted. He didn't sleep well last night. He's been drinking wine. Now he has a headache. Cleaning his gun suggests he is in a good mood. He keeps a lady's perfumed handkerchief as a memento. Mrs. Robin, the wife of... Oh, not his wife. Of a British councilman, might be connected with Lestrade's present condition. So he shagged someone's wife last night, and now he's thinking about it cleaning his gun? The mucky sod.
Since I'm without the warrant, I should find something else to do. By the way, do you know if Sir Robin is currently in town?
I have no idea. And why on earth should you even think that I might know that?
Well, you're pogging his wife, aren't you?
Solved a case about, let's say, a salacious inspector.
No, it's not what you think. Nothing dishonourable happened. Go on then. Take your warrant.
Now leave me to polish my gun.
Oh no, I've got it. I won't need you for a while now, Watson. I'll see you later.
I'm done with you. Fuck off. Alright, we're done here as well, I believe. Yeah, we're not looking at that crap ever again. Symbols, curse, search warrant. Yeah, so I'm guessing we can go back to the club now and go into the clubhouse. Okay, back at the club. Oh, everyone's having a look, are they? You all getting involved? I am the detective. Look at my detective's coat.
Charles, a crime at his club, it's a terrible thing.
Anyone else I could talk to? Anyone else new?
But where's the statue? Did it vanish?
Why is that lady right up in that other lady's face? Why is he crouching down? What's happening here? Charlie boy! Oh, wrong button, Charlie boy.
Sir Charles, I have a search warrant. I would like to take a look inside the clubhouse. I see. Here's the key, but I do protest.
You're up to some shit, and it's going to be something like vaguely political, because it was weird that there was a political affiliation thing on your jacket. You're going to have been up to some shit. Maybe nothing to do with the statue per se, but definitely Like, you were up to something... You were talking to someone else who was here, I feel like. And it's something to do with your political affiliation.
Was killed by the statue's spear.
Why won't the police say anything? We have a right.
That's my prediction for now, anyway.
It's horrible.
Fellows?
The club will be closed.
That's all he cares about. In we go. Oh. Oh, bearskin rug. That's kind of sad. Big Globe's cool, though. Let's look at Big Globe first. I like Big Globe. Hello, Big Globe.
This metal globe is very impressive.
Ah, are we going to use this at some point to work out, like, a place to go? Whoa. Oh, there's a couple of panels missing.
Some bits are missing. Some bits are missing.
Yeah. Whoa. I can't just spin the globe around more? No, I can't. Okay.
These antiques look quite valuable.
What's this? What's this big old chunk?
It appears that it's a
Guatemala.
gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune.
Didn't we say that if he's got stuff that's worth a fortune, why is he wearing, like, fake jewels and stuff? Is a thing that we said before. Can I look at anything else
This
on it?
piece has been cleanly and intentionally cut.
Hey, I felt like he'd put it down if I was done. Alright.
These trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias Greystoke's antique collection.
So they happen to have just arrived, potentially after a man was murdered. So maybe he's getting paid. Maybe he had to get that stone and make claims about it to lure that man in to have, so that someone else could kill him here. Something like that. That would kind of make sense. Bang the gong, bang the gong, bang the gong. I can't even look at the gong. Why has it got an icon if I can't look at the gong? Bang the damn gong, Sherlock. No one has ever seen a gong and not immediately thought, I want to bang that fucking gong. That's a cool helmet. What we got here?
The late Mr. Roberts' collection. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead.
Ah, is he killing people and taking their shit?
The late Mr. Sutherland's collection.
Oh, I couldn't look at any specific things in the collections.
The late Mr. Smith's collection.
Ooh, that one's cool with the skull.
The late Mr. Blinkhorn's collection.
Percival Blinkhorn.
The late Mr. Bromsby's collection.
Okay. Right, we had a new thing to put together. I'm going to try and do these earlier on so we don't get shitloads of them in one go. Greystoke's collection was to be bequeathed to the club after his death. I don't know if any of these fit together. No, it doesn't go with the Mayan calendar. Okay, no, it doesn't go with any of them at the moment, so... Gonna end up having to use all of them in one go at the end. Because there's gonna be shitloads. Guatemala again.
Zacharias Greystoke.
And there's Charles.
It's Sir Charles Yellingham, the director of the club. I wonder who this man is.
I wonder who this man is. And this man! Any other pictures of note? Nope. Guess we'll find out who that man is and then come back. So he wasn't any of the men in the pictures around the edge, because otherwise we would have already discovered that fact. Cool little bar. We'll look at the desk in a second. I want to look at... Just check everything else first. That's it. Alright, let's look at the desk. Dear Sir Charles, please be advised that we have successfully transferred a new tranche to your club's account. A new tranche? I've never seen that word before. Is that like a collection of stuff? Is it to do with the artifacts? Oh no, it's from a bank. A new tranche, is that like, says money? However, the payment period has been reduced to 1 month and the sum of credit to 1,000 due to previous overdue amounts. So he's owed money in the past. If you wish to review your account, you should contact the bank manager directly. Mr. Blank, bookkeeper for Lloyd's Bank. And this note, and the one that's clearly tucked in that drawer. March 1881, James Ness and Sons, Jewellers, Sir Charles Yellingham. We acknowledge receipt of your item, namely 458 grams of solid gold from a part gold Guatemalan statue. We agree to purchase this item. Monies will be paid within 48 hours from receipt of this letter. Although this transaction is entirely legal, we do assure you that it will remain confidential. So he does have to sell all of his stuff on. 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson. Is that the other guy in the picture?
50th birthday of Lord Stevenson.
That's Charles.
Sir Charles was once a captain in the guard.
It's that thing.
Charles Yellingham has a large family.
Okay. Oh, I can go through all the drawers. Oh, the letter. Yellingham, as I said here in front of everyone, you cannot give away this calendar. I want to study it. We have to discuss this matter before the awards ceremony. I have already warned the other one of this. What? The other one? I've already warned the other one of this. So he wanted to look at it and he said not to give it away because it's cursed.
A message to Sir Charles from Zacharias Greystoke.
For Mr. Oliver, the company director of Royal Parties, to organise the award ceremony for our bowling club's most recent competition. To the estimation of requirements for guest night, 20 cases of champagne, dinner for 40 reserved from the restaurant, a local musical ensemble to provide entertainment, 30 flower arrangements for table decoration, invitation cards for guests. I know this will be quite expensive, but do please allow me a period of grace to settle the payment, as I recall you were so generous to grant on the previous occasion. Thanking you in advance. For Mr. Oliver, the company at Royal Parties. Okay, so this was a letter he was sending. Another one from the bank to Sir Charles Yellingham. From Brittany Lovelace, Chief Accountant at Lloyd's Bank. Dear Sir Charles, our records show that you are once again late, and this for the 4th time, in paying the credit you have with our house. Any delay in payment results in a fine of £7. £7.10. What? 7 tens. I don't know why it's marked like that. I might have to Google that. That seems like some old-timey way of writing money, maybe. £7.10. Is it £7.10 shillings? Is that how you write that in old-timey shit? After studying your proposal, we agreed to seizing part of your club's collection in payment of the credit, which will be sold in private auction. All raised monies will be reserved against your credit amount. So not only was he having to sell some of his stuff, they were just going to straight up take his stuff in exchange for the debts he owed them. Okay. So we've got a couple of things to talk to him about.
Interesting. It appears that the club is unable to pay its debts to the bank.
Okay, that was everything there because it won't let me do it through the rest. If I go back to this picture, do I now know who this is based on the photos on the table?
I wonder who this man...
No, I still don't. So I need to ask him about that man. And there was another thing for this. Alright, club debt. Greystoke's collection. No, they don't go together. Ah, there we go, with the debt. Sir Charles desired Greystoke's death in order to obtain and sell off his collection. Sir Charles could sell any other collection contained in the club. That's true. If it was just to clear his debts, he could have sold anyone's stuff. He didn't. He must have wanted a specific item from Charles, not just random stuff, because he could have sold any of their crap. I feel like that's true. Is there anything else that goes together while we're here? Sir Charles knew that Mr. Greystoke would be at the club the morning of the murder. Okay. Sir Charles had the time and opportunity to be prepared for his victim's visit. Okay, you're describing him as his victim now. And I haven't even put it like that. So you're straight up saying he was the one that killed him. The game is just telling me that. Okay. None of the rest of this goes together then. I'll just check while I'm here. Yeah, I can't see how they would. But it's good to get them crossed off. There's no penalty for crossing them off. So why not make sure I understand everything? Alright, let's go talk to Sir Charles. Whoop. Hello, Sir Charles. The victim's presence.
Sir Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was here at such a time.
That's correct. I have no idea.
Search on mine calendar telegram.
But in fact you do. Mr. Greystoke wrote to you about him coming with another person to visit.
Ah, well, yes, that is right. He raised a scandal about the Mayan calendar, so he wanted to see me before the ceremony. But I don't know exactly what it was that he wanted, or who this other person he mentioned might have been.
You have a fine collection at your club, with one disturbing thing in common.
Oh, all the items are from our club members.
From dead club members? Yeah.
But only from deceased members, including Mr. Greystoke.
Ah, well, yes. But it is a rule of the club that all our members undertake to donate their personal collections to us in the event of their death.
As a rule of the club. Okay. So he was with someone else. We know that. So could the person that he saw run off not have been the person he was with after he got killed? Or could the other person he was with have killed him when they came with him? What if he brought someone who knew about Mayan stuff specifically? They saw the statue. They killed him so that they could get the statue. That doesn't really fit with the idea that they were already on the pedestal. I still feel like there was someone already on the pedestal. I feel like it was more planned. Okay, what have we got now? What do we need? Is there something I missed in the club then? That's done. Oh, I can bang the gong! Yay! It's really quiet. Yay! It's a very quiet gong. Ah, I didn't use my Sherlocky powers in here.
Zacharias Greystoke. I wonder who this man is. Guatemala, 1881. I don't think this is a bowls tournament.
Oh, really? I had to just have clicked on... I could read that without him having read it. I thought the empty space was weird. Oh, that's annoying.
Faked or damaged. I'll take it.
I was even using the Sherlock vision. Right. What does that give us then? Form analysis. So now we've got to go back. Form analysis. There we go. Our one lead was because I didn't click on the friggin' title bit on it. Hey. This is very fucking silly. That a tiny little thing makes the whole thing not fucking work. Like I can't fucking read. I can read, that's bullshit, mate. I'm doing it the whole fucking game. Why do you think I wouldn't have read the words on the photograph? Why would I need to click on it to acknowledge it? I can just read it and Click on the people instead. Now we're back. Let's do some analysis on this picture. Oh, examine or analyze.
My analysis table.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know things could have more than one option. Alright. How do I do this
It
then?
appears that part has been painted over. I need to
Yes.
find out what's underneath.
There was another gentleman there. It's going to be Greystoke, right? It's going to be Greystoke.
I need a pipette.
A pipette. Grab the pipette. Get some solvent. Then just drip that on, I guess. 3 little spots, that'll do the whole picture.
Let's gently remove the paint with a soft cloth.
Soft cloth. Oh. Yeah, that looks like him, doesn't it?
Aha. There's another person in the photograph.
I've definitely seen that person before. One of the other pictures, maybe, then?
Anything I can do to help?
Who is this, Watson? Tell me!
With the swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph. A dispute of some kind, you think, Watson?
Possibly. But it appears to me a characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease that is found in South and Central America.
Who else had a swollen eye?
Watson.
Happy to help.
Who else has a swollen eye? The body.
There is a chance he survived.
I shall ask Sir Charles, but who knows what he'll say.
I have an idea.
Greystoke also had a swollen
Hospital for
eye.
such illness. The Hospital for Tropical Diseases. I have friends who work there.
Oh, yes?
Well, the chances are slim, but I'll pay them a visit. If he's in London, they would have seen him.
Or he's dead. Well, I suppose if it was Greystoke, he would have been like, why, that's clearly Greystoke. But Greystoke must have the same disease. Maybe the other guy that was supposed to be going there was... the guy... Yeah, the other guy... Him... The picture... The guy in the picture was the guy that was meeting Sir Charles with Greystoke. Because maybe... But they must know each other. It just seems weird that there's 2 people with the same weird swollen eye thing. So I'll go talk to Sir Charles about it again, yeah? Sir Charles! Sir Charles! I ran all the way back here! After having run back to my fucking flat, doing a little bit of something, I ran all the way back here.
I found this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. But that's poor Mr. Albiot. He died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago. We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple, but everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple, and the expedition ended in
So maybe
disaster.
Greystoke went to the same temple.
And here is Zacharias. And there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal. By
Ah!
the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue. He created it, must have been 10 years ago.
Oh, so the statue isn't actually Guatemalan. It must have been inspired by them going to the temple.
Albeit
I like
as a
the
club
statue.
member. Where is his collection?
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it.
And that's what you're all going to have been fighting over. Expedition. Expedition. Mayan calendar. Obs. The curse of Tekunuman is real and is aimed towards the expedition members. Not a fucking chance. The curse doesn't exist. It is simply the human interpretation of events. Yes, because it's a curse. Curses aren't real. I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm not a superstitious dickhead. There's going to be one of them is using the curse to scare the others to get what they want. Aha! Charles is aware of the curse. He had the perfect opportunity. So Charles is unaware of the existence of a curse. Opportunity does not make him a murderer. What? He could be aware of the curse, but still opportunity doesn't make him a murderer. Just because he knows about it doesn't mean he killed a guy. So Charles is unaware of the existence of a curse. Opportunity doesn't make him a murderer. So Charles is unaware of the curse. He had the perfect... Sorry. So Charles is aware of the curse. He had the perfect opportunity. I mean, I feel like he would be aware of the curse. No, wait. Would he... Because he had the calendar and the other guy needed to come and study it, so maybe he didn't know about the curse. So that kind of doesn't do anything. And if I put in the other one, it goes red. Which makes it feel like it's wrong, because that's... Oh, what? Can you connect them? Oh, okay. So Charles desired Greystoke's death in order to obtain and sell off his collection. So Charles is guilty. No, I don't... I think there's more to this, and I still haven't gone and talked to the other guy. I think it's that, and I think there'll be another connection. It's just... Okay, so you can get to another person through bad deduction, I guess. Well, I mean, that might turn out to be right, but I don't think it is.
Mr. Bernard Marley, I presume. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have to
And I
ask
feel like
you
we're going to
about-
end up going to Guatemala for some reason.
Shh, not here. It's too dangerous. I'll give you my card. Visit me there where we can talk.
There's nothing suspicious about you being like, ah, I'm out of here. Right, so I guess we go and talk to him somewhere else. So Charles can't have done it, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to solve this case now, and there's clearly more to it. We might find out that Charles did it, but we need to find out more about the entire case first. Because there might be more reason to condemn or not condemn him. So stuff to talk to him about. And we can just go to his now. Right. Grub Street. Right. Grub Street. But where is the guy at? Where's his cards? 8 Grub Street. Okie doke. That 8. That's just blue. That's blue Grub Street. Okay, I'm not seeing specific numbers. 3. Why can I talk to this guy?
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's the street going up the hill, not far from here.
Okay, I'm not actually on the street. It just loaded me in somewhere nearby. What's all this stuff? Grumbold Row. Do you know? What are you doing? Why you got one hand up all the time? Try you.
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ, my man. You live around here, you're working around here. Maybe learn the area a little.
Cranny Street.
Cranny Street. Up the hill. Ah, this is a hill. Grub Street. Alright. Uno, a dos. Hear ye, hear ye. What you got for me, boy? Express services. What the fuck does that mean? Alright, this is 8. What does it say? Bernard Marley Foundry. Okay. He gonna be dead, right? Puzzles to solve here. Oh! Is he building the... Is that the horse from Camden? Is he like building... That would be cool. Does it say on it? Are these the ones that...
Horse of Pedro Alvarado. He was a conquistador, I believe.
Yeah, but that looks exactly like the pose. Okay, I guess horses are just generally in that pose. But that would be cool if we showed up here and he was building one of the horses from the stables in Camden. Blah, 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 blah. Where's your guy?
Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Ah, he's in his office. It's the door near the female statue in the corner of the workshop.
What did that
Horse
say
of
again?
Pedro Alvarado. He was a conquistador, I believe.
Ah, Birdman.
A drawing of Takunu Man.
Oh, sorry. Examine.
A
Open.
drawing of
Sorry. Open. Ah, the arm of Tekuruman.
No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's
Or
not
it's a
part of the
A
Bowling Club
replica.
statue.
He did say he made it. He made it in the first place. Okay, so that makes sense. But if he's got the parts for it, that means he's a prime candidate to have made himself a suit that looks similar to have blended in there. Nothing else about it?
There were 2 large boxes.
Yes, 2 things missing. Scrapes on the ground. See more scrapies over there. Hello?
Something large and heavy was dragged here.
Alright, so did he drag those round to his office then? Maybe he brought them in to talk to us about them. This is just to make you be
Hello
suspicious
there,
of
my
him.
man. Is your boss in?
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
Just yes or no? Can I imagine anything else being here? Can I imagine the top of this horse statue? Alright, let's go talk to the guy.
Apparently, Marley has built multiple statues of Takunu-man.
Okay.
Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here.
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Reassuring.
Oh, let's do an analysis of you first. Alright. Ooh, bird words are harder to read this time. Dirty collar, negligent. Many necklaces. Protective charms. Leather patches, leans frequently on desk. Stinky hands. Smell of oil. These are all filling themselves in for me and I love it. The less work I can put in, the better. Required for close work, myopic. Required for... The bottom one looks like it says required for close work. None of the 2 left look like myopic. A poorly fingy. Well, you can back out. Right. Intricate work. Is that not what I said? Wait, something does look like something work. Yeah, intricate work. Okay. Nice. Bernard Marley is not yet 45 years of age. He is the foundry director and a member of the archaeological club. He is negligent and most likely lives alone. Weird sounding. Sounds judgy. Bernard is a suspicious man, as indicated by the many amulets upon his person. It is clear that he spends a great deal of time seated at his office desk and working with sharp items and mechanical oil. His work requires concentration. He requires spectacles for close work.
Did you know Zacharias Greystoke, the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
Do you recognize the unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
Why was he painted over? Because they all went on this thing together, but then he died there. And they're all like, oh, I didn't know him that well. But you went on an expedition together. They kill him.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple?
Yes, the temple of Tekun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering.
Strange bird statue man.
It was Tekun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albeit its disease worsened suddenly. There was nothing we could do. And now,
had an idea.
Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years.
Prophecies are timeless.
I don't want to talk over it, but I have an idea.
There is no escape.
What if they tried to kill the other guy, but failed? He's alive, coming back for revenge. He knows all about Tekun Man and that shit. He knows about the curse. I mean, that would be cool.
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It is not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity! He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go.
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tekun Uman is far too powerful.
You know, I rightfully won that calendar, right? That should be mine.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
Not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
That would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how.
Killing people and taking their shit.
What's your opinion on Tekun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
Well, that's a suspicious thing to say. Club's door key, statue recreation. Photograph from club. Statue creation.
But in fact you do. You made the statue.
That's true. But it was 10 years ago. You can't blame me for that.
Don't you think so? After all, it is the statue that is responsible for killing.
No! It's Tekun Uman. But who could imagine that a simple statue replica would be chosen by Tekun Uman? Nobody. I have to leave you now. I've got and we've spoken too much. He could hear us. Tekun Uman. Well, goodbye then.
He seems to be genuinely scared of the concept. Also, I need to get into your office because you've clearly got some shit you're hiding from me. Let's have a little look at this. Now we've got the other stuff. Didn't enter. Sir Charles and Bernard Marley stated that the expedition members were unable to enter the Temple of Tekunuman. Okay. So why would they... Yeah, they couldn't. If they couldn't enter the temple, why are they scared of the curse? So if they said the members weren't able to enter the Temple of Tekunuman, and the Mayan calendar one says, "Cursed be anyone who disturbs the sacred temple." So if they didn't get into the temple, why would they be scared about the curse? They clearly got into the temple. Okay, so that doesn't match with anything either. So I don't have a specific thing. Yeah, learn more about Bernard Marley. I need a way to get into your office.
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
There must be more I can do here. Especially with the missing stuff. Oh, I can still click on this. Alright. Nothing with the Sherlock vision. Imagination, perchance? Imagine the rest of a statue.
No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part... No ox... No ox...
Can't do imagination while holding an item, I guess. Okay, so nothing to do with that. I can't click on anything else, so why am I able to look at the box a second time? Because it didn't come up as green, so we're not done with the box. That seems weird. Can you tell me anything else?
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
Everyone's so busy. Maybe it's not here. Maybe back out on the street there's someone I can talk to who might give me an idea. I'll have a little think, because that's it for this episode. Next time, I mean, we need to get into his office, right? And I have a feeling we're going to end up in Guatemala somehow. Don't know why, just do. Everything's leading to that. There must be a lot to find out there. It would make a lot of sense if we go and... Plus, there's leading to all this stuff where it's like, oh, you can't go in the temple. There's some mystery to be solved in the temple. We're Sherlock Holmes. We love a mystery. So we've got to go in there. We've got to solve the mystery ourselves. That's it for this episode. See you next time. Goodbye.
Everything the light touches, except for that bit on the left, Bennett.
Bennett? Who's Bennett? I'm Simba.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of my other family.